Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And damn, it's been a crazy day for crypto, man. A lot of news has come out, and I'm pretty damn excited to talk you guys through it. Starting off, Jed McCaleb believed to have paused dumping his XRP over the Ripple lawsuit, which I personally think is I'm going to tell you guys what I think in just a second, but first guys, we are giving away 250 XRP the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours, and all you have to do to enter is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. Alright, that is it. Jed McCaleb believed to have paused. Well, I personally think two ways about this. First of all, he's actually wanting XRP to kind of destroy and be gone, so he's not really doing this to kind of show like, oh, I think it's a security too, get this thing out of my way. On the second part, I kind of feel as if he's not trying to dump more because he doesn't want the price to rot. He has a lot of XRP, he wants to make a lot of money with it, so of course it's not in his best interest to make the coin really plummet, right? If you guys get that as well, if he just wants to continue on selling since he has quite a ton of it and has an agreement to not be allowed to sell more. Now, having said that, guys, make sure you check out GSX. A link is down below. I've been purchasing some of these coins. I've been telling you guys about it for a little while now. I think these guys will do what they promise and get ourselves a gold-backed stable coin, or basically a growth coin where, again, if you check the roadmap here, looking pretty damn cool, right? They basically just have asset backing for this crypto, and you can check everything out on their website. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'm going to try ask them because they've, up till now, answered all my questions and doubts that I had. But if you still don't trust it, hey, don't go for it, man. It's your own choice, your own money. I'm personally putting a little bit in, but, I'm willing to take that risk. If you're not, don't do it. Crypto expert assumed Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb stopped dumping his XRP after the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple, its CEO, and the other co-founders, Chris Larson. It could also be that he's also doing this because he just does not want to sell his security and he's afraid for the consequences. But I don't think that's the case. It could also be that he has too much of a pressure on himself right now for being a seller, for being involved with XRP, and the lawsuit's also going to go to him because he's also a founder of Ripple and of XRP Ledger. It could also be that he's just afraid that it's going to go over to Stellar, since I firmly believe that if XRP is deemed a security, which I don't think it will, that he will also be sued over at Stellar, and he might be sued twice because he's also involved with the whole XRP ordeal, and he might have actually been part of Ripple at the time when this all took place. I don't really know that for sure. He left Ripple in 2013, and even though the SEC took quite a long time to get this done, this whole lawsuit, I don't know if they're talking about an early point in 2013 or a late point after he had already left or when he was still there. But otherwise, he's a co-founder of Ripple, so he might get sued as well. Who knows? XRP Dragon posted why 7+ years SEC for prompt action. Is that because you saw XRP was about to enter its historical bull run? Or is it because Ripple is finally leading through the launch of the fourth industrial revolution, fast global on-demand liquidity? How's Swift API? So I don't personally like this tweet too much, as I kind of feel as if this is kind of a tweet that makes not too much sense. I do think there's a good chance that the SEC is doing this right now because they do not want to get XRP too much attention. However, with this lawsuit, they got XRP trending, so that's actually kind of disregarded now. Then is it because they were about to hit an all-time high, making a lot of people a lot of money? Could be. But if they wanted to protect the investor, they wouldn't do that. On the contrary, it could have also been that they knew Ripple was selling a lot right now and they kind of want to circumvent that. But then again, if they've been doing this from 2013, then why wait? So any kind of reasoning that you bring up, it just doesn't make any sense. And I don't really think it's because they're going to go for the fourth industrial revolution. I don't think about it that way. I don't think it's that much of a pinpoint to where they're afraid Ripple's going to get too much of a dominance over the market at all. I also don't think Swift API is necessarily bad in that sense. I do kind of consider that they do not want XRP for the masses just because they don't want something so scary or something so out of their control, because it's money that's not in their control. But then again, why would they allow Bitcoin and Ethereum? Maybe it's because they didn't really have any grounds to stop them upon. On the contrary, if they did not stop Bitcoin and Ethereum, they probably won't be able to stop XRP either, which is my personal opinion on the matter. But just check out what David Swartz has been saying all along, though. Check his Twitter out. David Swartz is a goat, man. But he was just something cool I found. The XP ledger is decentralized because no organization or individual has any legal right or the ability to control it. Every participant enforces every single rule, and the system is governed by all of its participants. And the thing is, guys, if Ripple were to really leave, it would be very bad for the XRP use case, but XRP Ledger would still survive. We could still do anything that we'd want. So from that perspective, I really don't know how XRP can be their investment contract. We, as a community, can decide, you know what, let's mess up XRP. Let's call it XRPT, for example. If we were to all decide on it, things like that can happen. Or if we were to all decide, you know what, let's burn Ripple's coins, they can do anything about it. Or if we were to be like, Mel, we don't want this or we don't want that, we can do it. We can build things on top of XRP. We can do anything that we want. How can XRP be a security if you can literally, as a free entity, just build on top of it? That's so strange to me. I mean, what makes the security then? Is the XRP ledger a security-based ledger then, or how does that work? Is it just, are they calling it a database then, but a public database, or how does that go? Because if XRP is security, then it kind of solidifies that crypto as a whole is just not necessarily decentralized, because XRP's consensus is decentralized, but the spread, or the way that it's left around, is not decentralized. But if Bitcoin were to be held for 80% by one entity, which is going to happen maybe as institutions are buying Bitcoin, is it then going to be a security since they have a lot of it? I don't know. I don't know how that one is supposed to work. Or if the foundation, as we've kind of established before, has some of the coins, is it then automatically a security if they sell some of it? I don't know. Moving on, Bitcoin sets new all-time high above 25K. Bitcoin dominance eyes 70%. I'm thinking right now dominance is ramping on up, going up, as altcoins are not really getting too much pumped into it. It's just mostly into Bitcoin right now, which I like though. I like to see it because that means more altcoin pumps later on, which I'm pretty much excited about. Here's why Bitcoin reached 3 new all-time highs on Christmas Day, Adam Back claims. I don't think this stuff really can solidify anything, but Adam Back said, so 25K on 25th, 3 new all-time highs, 24.7, 24.8, and 25K in one day. You'd think institutions did that on Christmas Day? Retail did it, only people near the keyboard. 25K if you pick Bitstamp or Kraken FX, though not quite on Bitfinex. It hit 25K on every exchange out there. All right, at first, earlier today, it was kind of like a meh, but it hit it on every single exchange. So, it's not really anything special anymore. Ripple, first major exchange or another investment fund to stop trading it. Bitstamp and Sarsen Fund have quit XRP just now. Once more, I think this is a bad start. It might continue on a little bit. However, I don't think everything is going to be listed. I think there's going to be a ton of exchanges which will allow it. The only thing is, guys, all of this is actually just for US customers. Coinbase still reviewing the listing of XRP even after SEC consultation. Coinbase's decision to list XRP remains officially open after consulting with the SEC. Anonymous sources indicate a trading halt for XRP at Coinbase, at least for US customers, which may happen. It will impact the price negatively, most likely. There's an 85% chance that the price will drop when this news comes out. However, we're not certain it will. And even if it does, guys, eventually you will be able to trade it again if it is not called a security. And keep in your mind that this is just done to protect you. All right, that's at least what they're saying over at the SEC, that they're doing this to protect your money. However, I see it personally quite differently. I see it as these guys do not want you to make money. They want to ruin your freaking life. At least it kind of feels like that with the things they're doing here. Why are they just pushing everything up on the freaking ground if they want to protect you as an investor? Man, I don't know, but I'm hungry. I'm just hungry for something, man. I'm hungry for the SEC to be sued or something like that for all the things they're doing right now. It's crazy. With Ripple, XRP, SEC lawsuit, and dropping prices, should you hold or sell your coins? Well, I'm going to personally say I'm buying more, right? But kind of evidence now has shown that with these exchanges, if they delist it, it could mean a little bit of a negative price action for XRP, even though the exchange will not delist it for the next couple of weeks. But from that perspective, it is not a bad idea to sell and buy back cheaper if you have the guts for it. I'm personally going to say hold what you have and buy more if you go further down, and double cost average if you can. Because if you sell right now and the price goes up because they, for example, win the lawsuit really quickly, you're kind of messed up, right? Because things like that can happen. However, since the Coinbase and the SEC have consulted or have been talking with each other, and they haven't gone out with a verdict just quite yet, it could mean two things. One, they're going to reach a verdict really quickly, just dismissing the whole suit, saying, man, you XRP won, it's not a security. Or it could take a pretty long time here, and Coinbase just has not reached a verdict. But it could also be that Coinbase, again, is just not really want to do anything because it's going to be settled really quickly. On the contrary, I don't really think Bitstamp hadn't done that, so they most likely think it's worth it to stop all of this. Could also be that they don't have the info that the others have, though. It's pretty hard to say exactly what info is made public, as it could also be that this takes a couple of months. But in general, I'm going to say even if the SEC wins, it's not completely over. But it will definitely lose a lot of value as it's not going to be tradable in the US in a normal sense. It's going to have to go through different exchanges with different rules. And it's going to be a completely different crypto as it would work rather strange. Yes, Ripple can move outside of the US and it will not be a security anymore, theoretically speaking, but it will be a security considered in the US. So they either have to go up with a new name, a new thing for it, or they just have to operate out of the US completely, which they can, but they wouldn't have that many speculators and purchasers in the US anymore, which will also get rid of a lot of these funds then, which is not preferable, at least in my own opinion. It wouldn't be preferable. Fundamentally strongest crypto projects in 2020. So I personally think these types of articles are either just freaking paid advertisements, I kind of feel like, or these are done with some strange fundamentals, because I kind of feel as if the strongest ones are the ones at the top still. You may say, man, we're talking about alternative ones or DeFi or some stuff like that. I'm saying, guys, those things are not trustworthy. They're not safe. They're not strong. They might have got a couple of dollars in it, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay here for a very long while. It doesn't mean it's actually strong in the fundamentals. It just might mean that people have gone excited about it this year because they want to speculate. Doesn't mean it's actually going to stay strong forever or actually is worth the purchase. I think these biggest ones are the strongest ones as there's a lot of money in it. And that actually shows something because XRP plummeted 80%, right? Even though it's definitely one of the strongest ones out there. USDC circulating supply increases by 3.14 billion in 2020. CEO says stablecoin is way ahead of the pack in regulatory compliance. USDC supply has surged 687% in less than 10 months. Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire says the latest regulation paved the way for stablecoins to become a major part of the payments and settlement infrastructure of the financial system. That's pretty interesting if you ask me. I don't really know exactly what they're doing. I don't really care personally. I don't like stablecoins. I think they're quite stupid, but they're a very important part of our crypto system, as trading the stablecoins is something that most of us have done at least once, and it's pretty nice. Price of Bitcoin on Russian crypto exchange Livecoin hits 450,000 following server breach. I thought that was also just quite funny. The hackers tweaked the exchange rate for Bitcoin from the regular 23,000 to more than 450,000 per Bitcoin. Ether grew from 600 to 15,000, and XRP price increased from 27 cents to more than $17 per coin. So yes, this is not sustainable. It wasn't really there for a very long while, but these hackers mess people up. This suggests that the hackers are liable to extort massive revenue through the increased rates from the customers who may still be ignorant of the breach. The company suspects the attack that happened between the December 23rd and 24th and has prepared for over the last few months. The exchange wrote a message on its official website explaining further about the attack. The message reads, "We lost control of all our servers back in the nodes, thus we were not able to stop our servers in time. Our news channels were compromised as well," and I kind of feel as if they lost a lot of money with this. Livecoin records approximately $16 million worth of transactions daily and is ranked as the 173rd crypto exchange in the market or on the internet. And I don't know how much money they lost because it doesn't really say. But I'm also thinking here, what if you make your own exchange? I mean, Binance, we were here, I guess a lot of us were here when Binance was created. How do you really start something like that? Do you just go to freaking Sharks and you're just like, hey, give me some money, I want to make an exchange? Because how do you get like an order book on there? Do you just have to, as an exchange, just start it up yourself at the start? You just kind of purchase from others? Because the way I'm thinking about it here, it's really kind of odd, right? Because if you have an exchange, you got to kind of just wait for a ton of people to get on before you kind of get on. Because if there's not that many people, your order books are dry, nothing much is going to happen, right? So people just place some orders, but nothing's going to be filled then. I've been thinking about that for a little while. XRP, we just read this one already. Again, I still remain with that opinion. And this one as well, we just read that. So that was it for today's video. Check out Webull, check out GSX. Once more, I like both of them. Webull, get free stocks. GSX, have been purchasing that. Your own due diligence, your own risk, not a financial advisor. But thank you all for watching. Same thing for XRP. And these $17 things is just for fun. Nothing financial advice, nothing like that. I'm just going to quickly make that sure. I thank you guys all for watching. See you again in another one.